Good morning, students. As we have completed our first machine, that is DFA, Deterministic Finite Automata. So today we will start another machine, that is push down automata, PDA. So let's start with the PDA with the tuple. So PDA can be defined by using 7 tuple that can be represented as M is equals to this one, Q, sigma, tau, delta, Q0, Z0, and F. If we compare this PDA with the DFA, then you can find here there are two more symbols that are used in case of PDA. The two symbols are, the first one is this tau, and another one is what? That is the Z0. Only two symbols are additionally used in case of PDA. So let's see the meaning of all these tuples. So the all five symbols of these representation are same as the DFA, just like Q is the finite set of state, and sigma is the finite input alphabet, and this is the new one. So I will explain later. And next one is the Q0, that is the initial state, and this is a new symbol that I will explain later. And F is the set of final state, right? And delta is the transition function. So the working of delta, that is the transition function, is different in case of PDA. So we will explain one by one the new symbols. So here the new symbols are tau and Z0. These are two additional symbols that are used in PDA in compared to DFA, right? So the tau is what? Tau is the stack alphabet, or any stack alphabet you can say, or you can also explain or understand this symbol as the stack symbol. Means if we place any symbol into the stack like A, B, whatever, so this is represented by the tau. And another one is the Z0. Z0 is the starting stack symbol. So these are the basic representation of all the tuples. The important point here is the transition function. So how a transition function work? So before going to emphasize on the transition function, we want to explain the model diagram of the PDA so that you can understand the working of DFA as well as the working of PDA, or you can perform the comparison between PDA and DFA. So the model diagram of PDA can be represented in this form. You can see easily. This is the simple representation of model of PDA. In this case, you can find easily this is just similar as the DFA. This part is just similar as the DFA. You can see this is the input symbol. Input string. Input string is placed into the input tape, and this is the read head. Read head means this head is used to read the symbol from the input tape. And this is the finite control. The job of finite control is to take the action as per the given transition, right? Now this total part is same as the DFA. This is the just similar as the DFA. The new thing is, or you can say the additional thing is stack. Means we can use stack in case of PDA. Suppose if we want to perform the comparison, then it is not possible in case of DFA. So with the help of the stack, we can perform the comparison like this. Suppose if you want to compare the A iteration of n and B iteration of n, where n is greater than equals to 1. So in this case, the purpose is, the meaning is, number of A must be equals to number of B. So how can we perform such type of comparison? So this type of comparison can be performed with the help of the stack. So stack means this type of problems can be solved with the help of the PDA and by using the stack. So what is the role of stack here? There is a stack where Z0 is the initial symbol, that shows that stack is empty, and top is the pointer that point out the topmost element of the stack, as usual as the stack property, right? One more important point is here you can see here, this is read write head. Means we can read from the stack, or we can write on the stack. So the basic read and write operation of the stack are called what? Push and pop. It means that when we read symbol from the stack, we read any symbol from the stack, then it is called pop. If we insert any symbol into the stack, then this process is called push. So these are two basic operation of the stack. So now the point of communication is next. The point stack is the part stack is added in the case of PDA. So how the tuples can be worked, we can easily see. The transition is performed as, suppose Q is what? Any state, you are in any state, and yeah, after that you read a symbol from the input tape that can be represented by sigma. ये हम लोगों को पहले से पता है. And another thing is the input string. Suppose your input string is AB, and after AB, if you want to check what symbol is there, so in this case there will be null. So it means null may be possible if the string end, right? And one important part is the third symbol that is read at the time of transition, that is read from the stack, or you can say that is popped out from the stack. So the stack symbol is, as I already told you, the stack symbol is represented by tau. So just first symbol, that is you are in any state, and another is sigma, that is input alphabet, or it may be AB 10 whatever. Otherwise it may be null. And after that, it is compulsory that you must read the third symbol. The third symbol is read from the stack, right? And after this, the transition can be performed. You may be in the new state, that is Q, and after that you can easily see this is the tau star. Just this is the tau star. What does it mean? Tau star means any iteration, that is any combination of tau including null. It means that after transition you have to push the symbol into the stack. So why we are using here a stick sign? Because we can push null, means if I don't require to push anything into the stack, in that case we are pushing null. So that's why null is also the part of tau stick. If we want to push any single element, then we can push. So this is the simple part. If we want to push, suppose A, B, A, three symbols into the stack, then we can push three symbols onto the stack. It means that we can push any number of symbols into the stack, including null. So how can we represent this thing? So this thing can be represented by using tau asterisk. So this is the important part here, the transition function, that shows that how a PDA can be work, right? And as I already told you, two symbols are new in case of PDA. So first one is tau and another one is Z0. So what is Z0? Z0 is simply what? Z0 is initial stack symbol. If suppose there is no element in the stack, only Z0 is there, it shows that stack is empty, simply. Now, if Z0 is initial stack symbol, and tau is what? Just similar to the output alphabet, tau is the stack alphabet. You can see, suppose there are various symbols in the stack, like A, B, C, whatever. So A, B, C belongs to what? Belongs to tau, because tau is the stack symbol. Okay, so these are the various tuples that I already discussed you, and by using these 7 tuple, you can define push down automata, that is PDA. 5 tuples are same as the DFA, only 2 tuples, that is tau and Z0 are different. And how the transition function work, as I already explained you, that can be represented as Q sigma union null. It may be possible that there is no symbol on the tape, and this is the tau. That symbol is read from the stack, or you can say the pop the symbol from the stack, and after that you will find a new state, that is Q and tau asterisk. So taoistic means any combination of stack alphabet, including null. So this is the simple case of transition function. So now, if we talk about the non-deterministic PDA, if this is the simple case of deterministic, as I already discussed. But in case of the non-deterministic PDA, just the transition function is changed. So how can we represent a non-deterministic PDA? So this can be represented as Q into sigma input alphabet, and this is the stack alphabet, and after that 2 to the power q into tau star. This is the subset of q into tau star, means any combination of state and output alphabet. So just similar to the DFA property, or just similar to the NDFA property or NFA property, we can also represent the NFA non-deterministic PDA problems. So this is the simple representation. Other tuples will be same, only the difference in this transition function in case of non-deterministic PDA. So this is all about the basics of PDA. How many tuples are there? What is the model diagram of PDA? And another important point is, suppose we want to represent the transition diagram, then how can we show from the transition from one state to another state? So simply, if you are in Q1 state and you want to move to Q2 state, in that case you can see, first of all you start to read the symbol from the input tape, you know. So, and this is the another symbol, you can see easily, B is the another symbol. That symbol is read from the stack. Now you are pushing the new symbol, that is C. So you can clearly see here, just in case of the previous machine, that is DFA, how can we write the transition diagram, or we can represent the transition diagram in this format. This is, for example, you are in state Q1, and after reading A, you are moving to new state, that is Q2. That is it is sufficient in case of DFA. But in case of PDA, as you know, that A is read from the input tape, and the same time you have to pop out a symbol from the topmost element from the stack. So in this case, you must write the symbol from here stack. You must write here, this is the symbol that is pop out from the stack, and after that what you want to write into the stack, or what you want to push into the stack. So suppose if we want to push into the stack, that is null, so that means we must write here in that format. If we want to push A into the stack, then we have to write this A in that place. It means that A symbol, this one is first symbol is read from the tape, another symbol is pop symbol, that is pop out from the stack, and after this you must write, or you must push this particular symbol into the stack, and you are in state Q0. So there are two ways by which you can represent the same thing. The first way is you can write in that form. A is from the tape, you are reading from the tape. Z0 is the reading from stack, and after that you are pushing A Z0. So you can write in that format also, as well as A from tape, Z0 from stack, and you are again pushing A Z0 into the stack, and you are moving to the new state, that is Q. So this is the simple state representation and execution of PDA with the help of the diagram. After this, we can also see how this transition work. You can easily see this A, as I already told you, this A is read from the input tape, and this B is read from the stack. By default, as we already know, the property of stack, that topmost element of the stack will be popped out. So in this case, suppose you are in state Q1, that you are reading A from the input tape, and B is the topmost in the stack. That's why V is pop out from the stack, and after this you are pushing C into the stack and move to the new state, that is Q2. So after this, you can see easily B is pop out from the stack, so there is no space after this transition, B is popped out. B, there is no space for B, and now C will be pushed into the stack. So that's why in place of B, you can find here C. So the top pointer of the stack will point out to C. So this is the simple representation of, or the simple execution of PDA with the help of the diagram. You can easily see. So in this case, the top pointer will be point out C. So this is the another example on the same way. A is reading from the input tape and B is from the top of the stack. And after execution, you are pushing here BC. So how can we represent it in the memory location or the stack position? So after this, you can see easily B and C. So C will be the topmost element on the stack. So now the top pointer will point out C. So this is the simple representation of PDA. Now we will construct the PDA similar to the DFA. Now the first question that we start, that is you have to design a PDA, or you have to construct a PDA for L is equals to A iteration of N and B iteration of N, where N is greater than or equals to 1. This example I already discussed at the time